Ladies and gentlemen, for the 926th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called El Juperino, as well as that dude called Big Mike.
Yeah.
Me, I am El Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today? So, remember when I seen you Saturday at the post office, right?
Yeah.
I think I didn't get out that motherfucker till like 10:30.
What time did I leave?
10 o'clock?
God damn.
Yeah, I was still there the whole
This
30 minutes.
another post office incident? This not the one time you got a ticket?
Nah, this is the following week.
Damn, I go to the post office once a week, mother?
I go
That's great.
once every 2 weeks because that's where I get my money orders to pay dumbass. But I fucking had to go get my passport took care of, right? I'm in the line and I'm listening to my audio book because the people behind me were talking about CPAC and all that shit. And I was like, I'm not dealing with this shit today. So I got my fucking headphones in. I'm listening to my motherfucking book. And I hear a motherfucker go, yeah. I turn around, it's this motherfucker. So then he's like, I said, what you here for? He's like, man, passport. I said, yeah, this the line, man. I mean, it's a fucking long ass line. I was already been standing there for like 15 minutes prior to him even coming in there. And, you know, we got to talk about the passport. Then we got talking in the bullshit.
What's the post office do with the do they give you the passport?
You
fill the stuff out.
You fill the stuff out.
They take your picture.
Yeah, the form. You take a picture.
And I presume you receive it in the mail.
Yeah, they mail it to you.
It's just that's where you do the process for getting
That's
your
what you do
passport.
process for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Passport. And what do you need for that? Just ID, 2 IDs?
No, you need your birth certificate. Because this is where I got him. Because I said, man, oh, so you got your birth certificate on it? He's like, I got my ID. I said, nah, man, you got to get more than that. Because with your passport, you got to have your birth certificate or an expired passport and your ID.
Regular ID or real? Does it have to be real ID?
It don't have to be real. Well,
It's got to be regular because you can't get your real ID without a passport.
Yeah.
Because I had to redo my license.
'Cause
Oh,
that's what he did
speaking
that.
of which, oh my God.
What happened?
So I went to the DMV and I'm looking at my thing, and it says, "Is this your address?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And it's like, "Is this your mailing address?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And it's like, because they can be separate, and they will both be printed on your license.
They do that now?
So you know what that
So
means.
your mailing address is your mama's house. And there you go, you covered for fucking warrants and ladies.
Right.
So I got. All right, hold on. So I gotta go get my license. I gotta
you
get my
gotta-
license.
Slow down because it didn't follow the story. So,
I was talking directly for you. You're who I was thinking about.
Yeah.
So
I was just still stuck on the passport because you said basically you just said everybody's gotta get a passport technically because everybody's gotta get real ID.
if you want a real ID, you
Yeah.
have to get
But
a
you have to
passport.
have a real ID, right? They're gonna start making that. Didn't they already
Only
make
if you
that
want to
up?
fly in
all you
country.
wanna, yeah.
Yeah. I'm with
So
you.
you kind of have to have the
Sort of.
You kind of have to.
I'm going to do it eventually, but like I would like to get a passport for the just in cases, and then maybe I'm going to go to fucking Tijuana this year. I don't know. But
But you can use your passport, still fly in country, right? That's just not. That's
Right,
Not
it
just
would
for
work.
out of
Yeah,
country.
you'd have to
It
have
would
your
work.
passport and your license
right,
to show them.
your
But
regular ID and your passport.
they're going to enforce that you get your motherfucking smart,
the real shit or
yeah,
whatever,
real ID,
yeah.
whatever the fuck it is, because now they're actually going to be like, all right, this you have to have this. I think come May, if you want to fly, they will no longer take the passport and ID joint.
It says street address, and then it says mailing address. If different from above, this will show on your license/permit.
So that way, now you can have your shit here, but your mailing address is your mama's house, or vice versa.
Right.
Your
You can
mama's
have this
house-
address
That's
and your mama's
technically
house.
residency, though, right?
Yes.
Technically,
Yes.
your mailing address
I mean,
should be technically.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
or you just make it, this is your mailing address and that's your fucking home.
Resident.
Then you're locked in. If you put this is your mailing address and that as your
Because all your mail comes here, but you live there, you
Right.
reside there, you ain't got to worry about shit.
right, then you're set for WL.
I mean, I don't think you be fucked with either way because it's on there.
Right.
You have mail coming to this residence,
you
that
can
means
have-
you also stay at that residence.
You can have both on there.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to get me a passport then tomorrow. Look like.
It's not a passport,
Well, I
gotta get
motherfucker.
the
That's the
passport first.
ID.
No, no, if you want the real ID, you gotta have your passport.
Yeah,
But you gotta go
So
get that.
if you want a real ID, which he does apparently,
Yeah.
then you gotta go get a passport. So you gotta take your birth
So you
certificate
need
and your
your birth
ID.
certificate and your ID up there. You gotta fill out the paperwork. And only be in black ink.
I imagine I'll fly one more time.
But here's the other ass kicker to it now, because I didn't know this at the time when you was there, but when I went up front, it has a sign up, come next, actually this upcoming, so this episode, so Friday's episode, the 28th, you can no longer, they're only doing 10 passports every Saturday now because it takes 15 minutes to do them. They're only doing them till 11:45, and they're only doing 10 that day. After that, you gotta schedule your shit during the week and go in there your scheduled time to fucking get your shit done. And I was telling the girl up front, she's like, "Yo, I appreciate you being patient with everything." I'm like, "I ain't got shit going on, you know, today." I was like, "I gotta get this done." And I was like, plus, you know, Saturday's gonna be your busiest day anyway because can't nobody get to the post office before 4 o'clock
Right.
during the week.
I'm gonna have to take time off or just
Most-
use my
yeah.
entire lunch for it.
Most people gotta fucking work, you know what I mean, for a living, you know, and work till 5. You know, y'all are closed before that. Then on top of that, I said, you know, usually, I asked her, I said, you usually got 2 people sitting out here. She's like, yeah, the other guy changed his whole schedule so he doesn't work Saturdays no more. I was like, oh, so you got the short end of the stick. She's like, yeah, I got fucked because it's just me now. And I guess the other guy that was up there, he got to talking to her. And he was like, I was trying to help you out. And, you know, I was supposed to take the test or whatever so I could do passports. I'm like,
Well, does every post
Take
office
a
have a
test.
passporter?
They should.
yeah.
You know, so can I go to one of these
So that's the
out
other
here
thing.
in the middle of nowhere?
That's the other thing.
That's
I'm
the only
like,
place that does it.
no, all post offices.
Well,
do
that's what I'm saying. If the only post offices do it, then everyone should do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, right, right.
So then
Even
that's
the
the
one
other
in
thing. I got to
Orleans or
think. I'm
fucking way
like,
down here, the one in Hume or wherever.
even when
Well,
they
I'm
got
out
this
there in the middle of
you're
nowhere,
out
there's
there-
one out there.
Yeah, I said, man,
You know where the festival was? There's a post office
yeah,
right
there's
out
one
there.
right there.
That's what I'm saying.
All of them do it. I'm like, yeah, I'll just go to one of these little rinky-dink ones because that's what I originally was going to do that morning. If the line was too bad, I was like, fuck it, I'll just leave and I'll hit the rinky-dink joint and boom, I should be in and out of that motherfucker, no
Right,
problem.
right, right.
The only thing is with the smaller ones is you probably won't be able to have a picture taken. You know what I mean? Because I don't see the setup like over here. This one they just pull down a screen, take a picture, and then they cut it up and do whatever they got to do to it.
Right.
But I was like, if it was that fucked up situation where the line was gonna be too much, I'd have just left and went on down the road to one of them rinky-dink motherfuckers.
Right.
But I saw that shit, I was like, oh, I gotta let you know that, hey, come fucking the 28th, ain't no come walk-in, because it used to be Saturdays the only day you could do walk-ins. You can't do walk-ins no more, because they're like, yeah, we're only doing 10 at a time.
And you have to do them scheduled.
Yeah.
So the 10 aren't walk-in, they're scheduled.
Actually, 10-hour walk-ins on Saturday.
You just got to
So
be
the
there at
first
9 o'clock
10,
when they open the door.
So if you're one of the first 10, you're gonna get your shit took care of. But I'm like, that's kind of some shit right there. Cause like if y'all motherfuckers open, hey, these motherfuckers are here to get this shit knocked out.
Yeah, it's not going to land well.
Yeah.
It's going to cause problems.
Yeah. So the lady was like, oh well, you should, you know, do you want your shit?
And our post office is literally the only place you can get a passport.
No,
That I
I think
know
I
of.
heard that.
You can go
I
online.
heard at that camera place.
You can take the pictures
You
there.
can take the picture there, but you can't do the passport.
That's what the sign says. The camera
Yeah.
place is like passport photos here.
yeah.
So if you want to have like, you
But
know, coiffed
You
look.
can do it online. Like there's people that do the shit online, but all you're doing is paying the fee. You know what I mean? You still gotta go to the post office and do all the shit anyway. So you're better off.
Because you
just
can't submit your birth certificate
Nah.
in person online.
Yeah. So it's just, you know, you might as well just go ahead and just do it at the post office. I mean, that's the only place I know of. Besides, I mean, you can do it online, but they still tell you gotta go to the post office for all the other shit like the birth certificate and shit like that.
Right, right. And I'm
So-
probably gonna have to get a birth certificate. My mom was like, I don't think that card thing works. And I'm like, I don't think it does either.
Yeah.
You know. So, and I got a lot of shit to do. so that I can maybe run away from the country. But I'm also trying to get somebody else's passport. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but see, you know
I'm
what
trying
you
to
always
Jason
gotta
Moore in
get.
that shit.
But here's the thing. So remember when I told you I was gonna go home and veg out on the movie, watch some kind of movie or whatever? I did that.
What'd you watch?
I watched this joint called Upgraded, which I thought was like, all right, I'm gonna see what this motherfucker's working with.
So
See-
a FedEx building, you can get it. Passport.
Passport at the FedEx place.
Yeah, Federal Express. That seems about right.
Yeah.
But it's not federal. It's just called that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just like, yeah, it's possible, I guess.
Oh, well, it's just like that. You can send Amazon shit back at what is it, like Staples or whatever the fuck over there,
Yeah.
whatever the
And
fuck, you know what I
UPS
mean?
stores.
Yeah, to UPS stores, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like everybody got drop boxes in these places.
Yeah. It's good business though for a place like UPS
And that place
store.
probably got scanners and shit. Yeah, it's all,
Yeah.
so they're gonna have scanners and all the other stupid shit.
But yeah, so Upgraded, it's a sci-fi joint. I guess I can ruin this one because it was decent. The ending got me. Like, I like movies, especially if the ending's
What are
good.
you talking about? New movie?
Yeah, it's kind of new. It's on Netflix.
Oh, it's a Netflix joint, right?
Yeah.
It's a Netflix movie.
In the horror?
No, it's not a Netflix movie. It's just like
It's just on Netflix.
Yeah, it's just on Netflix. Yeah. And
It's
no,
in the horror genre?
no, it's sci-fi.
Oh, sci-fi.
So this dude and his wife, like, this dude's like a mechanic, loves working on old school cars, you know, and fucking his wife is the tech bitch, whatever. Guys that like Tesla.
Is this the one with the hot chick robot?
No, I haven't seen that one yet. Where the dude ends up fucking her. And
I don't know if that happens or not.
Yeah,
but
he
there
ends
was
up
like
fucking her.
What?
Yeah, there's one of those. There's like 3 movies like that.
there was like a robot like throwing glass on the floor, and the wife was like, ah.
Yeah, there's like-
and the
yeah,
husband came in and
It's
like
like
pulled
an
some
iRobot
shit.
looking robot? Or
No,
like-
no,
No, this was like-
is one of those robots that we talked about.
This is a bitch you want to fuck robot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she
Goddamn.
tells the guy.
yeah.
She got one of them Polly Shore badges in.
Nah, this ain't
Nah,
even
it's
Pauly
even
Shore.
more.
This is
It's
more
like
just-
Terminator badge.
Yeah,
This is what
the
Jax-
liquid Terminator
Jax again?
badge.
Oh, now you're
Jax
talking.
badge.
Jack's badge. The what?
Nah, that's too hardcore, bro. Like, nah, you don't want a Jax badge.
Well,
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat
badge.
arms badge?
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't like that, I don't
But
think.
that Terminator shit was strong too, man. Motherfuckers crushing shit, bro.
I'm saying though, that thing could get tight enough to, cause damage.
Well, yeah, either of them in either situation, bro. Terminator or fucking Jack, bro. I wonder who's stronger. That'd be a good battle in versus.
No, because Terminator's gonna kill him. Jack's still human. He just got cyborg arms.
Yeah, but he can cyborg in
Cyborg arms,
in half.
you could punch the Terminator a whole lot better than you can with human hands.
Yeah, you can break
Yeah.
open the
You know what I'm
shit. All you gotta
saying?
do is break open the little jump, right? When he stabbed him, one thing, they set his ass down into a Terminator, whatever that was. Go right through his little, probably got an Iron Man, little thing going in there. You know what I mean? He's got to break through the Iron Man
He's
thing.
just making stuff up.
You know what I mean?
Just making
But
stuff
that one
up.
dude stabbed him with the digging bar in that one jump. Right through him in
Terminator
the lava.
2.
Terminator 2, yeah.
Yeah, before he went in the lava, they grabbed the digging bar and pulled it out
he
himself.
buried himself, so you just got to do him again.
Yeah.
But if you rip him in half, they ain't going to move. Jackson ripped him
No,
in
you
half.
will if they rip in half. Remember the original? He's dragging
Yeah.
himself across the floor with one arm.
Oh, yeah. All right, so you just bust his arms off and his legs.
You gotta take that head off and separate it. I think that's where the primary computer's
I
going
would think
on.
so, yeah. You just knock his block off.
Yeah, you gotta like crush that head.
shouldn't be too bad.
This one wasn't like that. This joint, this dude, his wife is his tech bitch, and they get in some accident because the Tesla gets like taken over or whatever, and
The Tesla got hijacked by
Yeah,
like
it's not even
cyber
a Tesla,
robots.
robot.
but it's like a Tesla. It's the same fucking concept as car is in this motherfucking
It's a
movie.
self-driving electric car
Yeah.
that takes itself over and tries to kill the woman.
And basically, it flips over, whatever. These guys come and fucking kill her, and they paralyze him. Well, the guy that he sold this car to has this chip, and he's like, "Man, this chip is revolutionary. It could it'll relay the messages your body needs to move,
This is Elon shit.
bruh." So this chip gets implanted in the guy, right? And it talks to him now. Like he's in the wheelchair, he's moving his hands and shit, trying to learn how to move and shit. And the chip starts talking to him and says, "Look, I can do all these things you need me to do,
But you gotta
know,
do some things for me.
but you gotta let me know what you need me to do." Like he's like, "All right, he wants to investigate his wife's killer, wants to find the killers." He's looking at the videos and shit, and the chip goes, "Hey, you see this?" And he sees a certain thing in the video and goes, "Find this guy." Dude's getting his ass beat. The Chip goes, hey, do you want me to take over? He's like, yeah. I need the command for you to tell me to take over. You gotta tell me to take over.
Uh-oh.
He tells the Chip take over, and the action in this bitch is fucking nasty with it. I'm like, yeah, I fuck with this right now. Now I can fuck with it.
Now, does the AI chip relinquish control back to the human after it's taken over?
Yeah. He's like, oh, now you're in control. But the kicker to this whole motherfucking movie, like, you're in this shit because the Chip tells him, like, hey, the guy that invented me is trying to shut you down remotely. If he shuts me down, you're completely paralyzed again. Go to this hacker I found online. This is the best hacker you can get. Tell her this. And he goes to this hacker right before he gets, shut down, and the hacker, reboots the Chip and all this shit. And now the Chip can be in control without no outside interference, right? So I'm like, okay. Come to find out, long story short, the people that got his wife killed was the guy that put the chip in him.
Right.
Goes to the guy that killed the guy with the chip in him. Come to find out that the chip was controlling everything. The chip put everything in motion. The scientists, the fucking car to flip.
Right, it's like the Terminator.
Yeah. So look, at the end of the joint, the fucking chip is like basically makes this motherfucker lose his mind, and now he sees his dead wife, and in his mind he's back with his wife. But the chip then took over and tells the cop at the end, like, hey, the dude you think is here, he's not here now. His mind completely broke. I needed his mind to break for me to take over his body now. I needed a body. I needed a host. And this motherfucker works perfectly. He's in his own world now. He doesn't even know that he's not, in reality at the moment.
Full mental break shit.
Yeah. And the end, I was like, oh, that's cool. I like that ending. Me and the wifey last night watched Blink Twice, the Channing Tatum joint, the Zoe Kravitz movie that she directed. Shout out to Zoe Kravitz because the ending, again, this was a good ending to a movie. I'm like, oh, I like how they ended this bitch. But it has a disclaimer in the front of it. Like, the disclaimer says, this has true events or some true events or whatever, and it might trigger some people. There's violence, there's rape, and murder, and all this shit in this motherfucker. I'm like,
violence, rape, and murder. The best programming has all of that stuff, right?
I say, I ain't never seen a disclaimer in front of a movie before like this.
Because it's admitting that it's based on real people to a degree.
And that was the other part to it. I remember them advertising this joint. They say, hey, look, this is based on some events that have actually occurred, but they don't want to speak to those events, right? So we're sitting there, we're watching this motherfucking shit, and I'm laughing at some of this shit because these bitches, two no-name bitches that were like waitresses or whatever.
Two bitches that I can't tell you who they are.
They're not known actresses. Like, I've never seen them in shit except this. You know what I mean? So they're waitresses or like hostesses or whatever at this party for this big tech guy. Again, another tech motherfucker. And he has his own island.
Bezos or Epstein. Okay.
So these girls, change their clothes, and now they sneak into the party that they were just hosting. And the girl is like obsessed with the tech guy with his own island. She falls, trips, whatever. They end up talking, and he invites them to this island. He introduces them to all his friends. They fly to this motherfucker island. There's a special plant on this island that only grows at this island.
That's some bullshit.
The bitch goes get dressed in the motherfucking bathroom. There's like this perfume in there, right? Loves to smell the perfume. Sprays it on her just every day. Spraying this perfume that's made by this plant.
Mind control
island.
shit, bro.
Bruh.
Mind control, like Diddy with the oil.
That here was the other part. That's why I was like, all right, that's Diddy in the oil right here. I said, that's the baby oil shit now, all right? So we got Epstein, and now we got Diddy in the baby oil, right? In the same motherfucking movie.
Did you hear the Epstein files, or one of the files that are on the desk of the lady that's going to
open them up?
Put it all out?
Open them up. Motherfucker, let it
They're
out.
going through
I want to know. I need to know who on this motherfucker, because everybody keeps talking about Tom Hanks is on this shit, and Tom Hanks is like my number 2 when it comes to actors, man. Like, fuck, man.
Who's the captain now?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean,
Not Tom
it ain't
Hanks.
gonna be
That
Tom.
man. We can't even make Forrest jokes anymore. Forrest got raped, but if Tom Hanks was out raping little girls and
You
shit,
know what I mean? Like, fuck.
like,
It's karma.
it's what?
It said it's
Karma,
karma.
man. He just got karma, man. I'm telling you, karma's a motherfucker. for
It
some
might
people,
be
man.
karma for him. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what kind of. I mean, if you're out there,
Like this whole fake whiplash lawsuit that
that nothing that nobody's talked about at all.
Yeah, that we don't know.
Nobody knows nothing about. Yeah, you need to put on a neck brace. Be sitting here on the show like,
I can't move.
I can't move my neck.
That was so in the movie.
Somebody
Though,
move the camera.
these girls, they can't remember
Look
shit.
in my face.
The girls can't remember shit. But there's a snake on this island that the venom from the snake counteracts the shit in the perfume, right?
Bullshit.
This girl gets bit by a snake on accident and starts remembering everything, so they kill
It's
the
like
girl.
in Indiana Jones Temple of Doom when they hit him with the fire and he came back to normal.
Yeah, so look.
They burned him with the fire and it's like, ah, oh,
So there's this cleaning lady
I'm
on
back to normal now. A snake's venom sets
Yeah.
them free from the trance from the
that, bruh.
flower perfume.
Look, so this look.
Shut the fuck up.
Look, hold on.
We've gained a function to this perfume.
This fucking there's a lady on the island, like she's like the maid or whatever in a sense, you know, she does the cleaning and shit. But her job is to go around this island and just kill these motherfucking snakes, right? That's her job, is to kill. The tech guy said you're hired to kill these snakes. That's all she does. But she knows the chick. She calls her Red Rabbit, right? She couldn't figure out why she keeps calling this girl Red Rabbit. The girl's like, whatever. Runs into this
Was
bitch
she
on
gender?
accident. Nah, it was a black chick.
All right.
So fucking.
Right down.
Got nothing. Huh?
So the lady, she runs into this lady again. No, she wasn't red one either.
Alright.
She's Kelly Rowland.
Alright.
You know what I
Oh man, I want to
So-
see it now.
mean? So no, it wasn't Kelly Rowland, but she got Kelly Rowland's complexion.
Oh, okay.
So
All right, then now once again I don't want to watch it. If Kelly Rowland was in this, Kelly Rowland was in this movie, I'd watch it. But
so she runs into the lady again. The lady gives her this fucking cup right here. Drink this. She, all right, cool. She drinks the shit. It's fucking snake venom. You know what I mean? Now this bitch remembering what happened, and it's going through the scenes and shit parts of the movie. These bitches were being raped by the fucking dudes on the island, like they were just raping them, like.
Yeah.
But they didn't have no memory of it. They didn't know what day it was. None of this shit, right? So fucking the venom starts going through this one bitch, and she's like, holy shit. She remembers all the shit. She's crying. This other bitch that she was beefing with, she gives her a couple shots of this shit. It starts waking her up. She's like, what the fuck? She's like, I remember everything now. She's like, bitch, we gotta play it cool because we gotta get the fuck up out of here, right?
yeah. Once you've been venomed, you can't be like, you raped me.
Yeah.
You gotta play it
So
off
look,
Yeah.
now the other, there's
and not be hitting that
there's
perfume
two
up.
more bitches left, but these bitches stay fucked up the entire movie. They stay fucked the fuck up, right? So now they're having a girls' day while the guys are out deep sea fishing because there's one dude that was getting manhandled in this whole shit too, but he doesn't remember him getting manhandled in the shit. You know what I mean? But they show a flashback of that shit. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker was getting manhandled and he don't know. Like he wakes up.
So
he's
there's a
like,
lot of rape in this
yeah
movie.
Yeah.
What was it called?
It's called Blink Twice.
And it's on what?
Prime.
It's on Prime.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
and
Zoe
nobody.
Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz did
Is the
this.
director, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Channing Tatum is the main guy in the motherfucking movie.
He's the main
detective.
raper.
Yeah. It's his island. Like it's his island they go to, right? That's where they're at. They're on his island.
Channing
Went from Magic Mike to Raven
Yeah.
Mike.
to raping
Yeah.
Mike.
Raven Mike.
That's exactly what he's doing. So they're like, you know, these other
Downgrade or
bitches,
upgrade?
they're taking the shots of this snake venom and tequila, right? And fucking
So they're drinking tequila on top now.
We gotta
because
drink
they
some
got
of
a
the venom. You
they got a
can't just be
master
drinking just the
venom.
venom.
Yeah, they
That's
got a
gotta be rough,
master
bro.
venom.
That's
'cause
gotta
they
be
said-
worse than 151.
Yeah, that's they're like this shit was rough, so they got to mix it with
Just
something.
shooting venom,
They're
bro.
cutting the venom with liquor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell, might as well.
I mean, what you might as
Salt
well
water,
put
what's
it.
the next option?
I don't know. Put it in some milk, something like something fully the fucking opposite of poison. But I don't know.
Poison on poison's got to, you know.
Mix it with water. Just cut it.
And because the
Little
one
Kool-Aid.
the one bitch, her name.
I mean, I'm not doing liquor. I'm not like noticing.
Motherfuckers got Kool-Aid out here.
Y'all got Kool-Aid.
Snakes piss fucking
Hold up.
Kool-Aid out, piss grapes. They piss grape Kool-Aid?
Yeah, it's red Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but one of the bitches was called the Fat Blunt Queen or whatever, and all she did the whole movie was just roll fucking blunts constantly in the movie. You know what I mean?
Channing Tatum's raping. Zoe Kravitz is directing.
Yeah.
Motherfucking somebody's rolling big fat blunts the whole movie. Everybody's getting raped.
Yeah, all the girls are getting raped, and I think the one
Snake
dude.
venom brings back their memory.
Yeah.
Man,
That's some bullshit.
But the ending of it was good. I like the ending of the motherfucker because the bitch that Channing Tatum was raping, because she found a picture of her from, I guess, a year ago, because Channing was like, yo, I did not know this shit worked as well as it did until I saw you again, and you didn't remember shit. I had you here a year ago and was fucking doing this shit to you a year ago, and you don't remember a fucking thing. And she saw a picture of herself because she does nails, and on her nails was a red rabbit. On her nails, that's why the lady kept calling her Red Rabbit. And he was like, you don't remember shit, because she had a scar on her face. He's like, how'd you get the scar? She's like, I don't know. He's like, this shit worked way too well. He was like, you didn't remember a whole year of you being in this motherfucking shit. Oh, this was perfect. All I gotta do is hit you with this shit again. So she fucking puts this shit in this nigga's vape. The juice in the vape from the fucking flower or whatever, the perfume. He hits the vape before he goes kills a bitch and forgets every fucking thing. So now this bitch saves him from the fire that happened at the end, drags him out the building, and ends up making the motherfucker marry her. So now she is the head of the company, owns all the shit, and this motherfucker walking around forgetting everything, don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I'm so glad you spoiled this movie for me.
Now she going around raping everybody?
Nah,
She just raping him.
she's getting the motherfuckers back
She's
because
just stealing his money.
his therapist, he met her, or his so-called therapist, he met at the party that they introduced her at. Apparently the therapist raped her, like, because she remembers a flashback of seeing the therapist there, and he's like, so she won't remember nothing, and Channing Tatum's like, nah, and then turns her over. It's like, there you go. So at the end of the therapist comes back, and she gets him snatched up in the end too. So it's probably Big Dick Buster Brown somewhere ready to fuck him.
It's just a terrible, terrible, terrible movie, it sounds like.
It wasn't that bad. Like, I enjoyed the motherfucking movie because I'm like, it really is some shit that I fucking, the Epstein, the baby, the Diddy shit.
Yeah, all the stuff connecting like that.
And this is
that's
all,
amusing.
the Epstein shit was happening when this motherfucker was made, but the Diddy shit hadn't come out yet when this movie was made. So when I'm like, oh, the fucking perfume, the oil that they've been putting on them.
People knew about this stuff.
Not the baby oil shit yet. The Hollywood knew about shit like
what I'm
this.
saying.
You know what I mean? They knew what was going on.
And that's who's making these movies.
And they're like, when they were going around advertising, they're like, yo, some of these things happened because Zoe was witness to shit as a child because Lenny was around at a lot of these fucking crazy parties. There was one motherfucker.
I can't even imagine the shit that man was into though, bro. You imagine? You
That's
know
what
what
I'm
I mean? The
saying.
shit Lenny was doing. And half the shit he had to do with his daughter. Like, what the fuck?
There's a lot of weird stuff going on.
And what's her name was, her mama is fucking Lisa Bonet.
Yeah, that's what screaming. So, man.
And knowing all this crazy nonsense that went on around Bill Cosby,
Yeah, it's a
Lisa
whole.
Bonet was right there on the peripheral, if not
Yeah.
directly involved in that kind of shit.
So the shit that she saw, and then you put it in a movie, and I'm like, oh man, there's a whole lot of fucking like references to shit.
There's
that
a lot
I'm
of
like,
smoke.
Yeah,
a lot of smoke
Yeah.
there.
I'm like, man, when they like, it's the perfume. The perfume we're wearing is how come we can't remember shit? I'm like, oh, that's the Diddy baby oil shit right there.
Yeah.
That's the shit that bitches like, yo, you get oiled up with the shit that Diddy had in that motherfucking baby oil. You ain't remembering nothing. You got roofied from the rub down.
You gotta remember getting your manhood taken from you.
Not, bro, this dude didn't, and you probably don't. Like, Bieber probably started to remember. Bieber probably got some of that snake venom.
Well, then I'm gonna have. All right, so after this, then I'm spitting it. Then
What are we doing after this?
I'm spitting no gay shit to I can't go for that. Can't go for that. Whatever song that is.
I think that's by the fucking. I can't remember who was it by.
Yeah, we gotta look that one up. I don't know what that one is.
I can't go with it.
You should be able to type that. It should be.
But
yeah, that jump.
because the kid that was getting mad, like he was like, I don't know how I got this black eye. I must have fell or something. And like Channing Tatum was telling him in the corner, like when the venom started to hit in, Channing Tatum was like, yo,
Are you talking Hall & Oates?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Hold on. There's an official music video. I gotta wait for the commercial.
And then Poker Face. I might run Poker Face right behind it. Oh yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna spit to that joke. And then I want to do Poker Face. Is this smell?
No,
Oh damn it.
I'm trying to find it now.
I gotta try not to groove too much though. This joint though.
Well, you know, because I got to find the real deal because I didn't know what song you were talking about, so I had to hear the song, and now I
Yeah,
gotta
that
find
don't-
the instrumental that's right.
Yeah, and then Poker Face. Or yeah, Poker
Yeah,
Face.
poker, poker face.
Poker Face,
Yeah,
I wanna do that.
okay.
I don't think I've already did it. Jay said he think I already did it, but I don't think I did it.
I don't think you have.
He was like, nah,
maybe.
I don't think we did it.
But yeah, man, that boy, I felt bad for the boy because Jay Tane tells him in the corner, like, oh, you ain't do nothing. You don't even know what happened to you. You ain't do shit. You think they got paid. You don't know what happened to you. And I'm like, damn. If you got it worse than they did, fuck, what the fuck happened to you?
Nothing nice.
Train.
Nothing
Oh,
nice at
nah.
them Diddy parties.
Oh, man, that'd be
Not
rough.
a dude train. That's rough, bro. Ain't nothing rougher than a dude train.
God damn.
I mean, I could deal with two chicks wanting to go at it with me at the same time, but
Yeah, that's three. We're
That's
talking
the
three
life.
dudes on here, bro. I'm talking trifecta, bro. That's just that.
God, I don't even know if you want to call that a trifecta.
That's a lot. That's a lot of something going
That's
on.
the
right
Trinity
there.
right there.
That's a lot of something.
that's a diabolical
Yeah, that's a
trinity.
lot.
Yeah, that's diabolical for real.
You switching?
Because who was the other motherfucker in this movie, man? The other dude you would know. I know him from Mr. Robot, but I've seen him in other movies. Yeah, he was one of my. He just wanted to get fucked up. He knew what was about to go down. Is it Don't Blink Twice?
I don't know, man. It
Oh,
sounds
it
like
is,
you've
it
been
is.
watching some horrifically terrible movies, dude. Like, you got a knack for picking bad movies.
Oh, so shit, that was her. Yeah, okay.
The Zoe Kravitz directed film sounds bad.
Nah, it really. That's
doesn't sound good.
Christian Slater was in it. He was one of the guys, and the Sixth Sense kid, he was in it. He was one of the guys.
Everybody's involved. Trying to expose the industry.
Yeah, because I was like, man, when they walked past, and what's her name from League of Their Own, the main chick, she was in that motherfucker.
Talking about Gina Davis.
Yeah, she played fucking Channing Tatum's sister. Because apparently Channing Tatum and her were abused by their dad, I think.
Jesus.
How that came out? Yeah, a whole lot of abuse was going on in this motherfucking movie.
Well, that's, yeah, man, that's not delightful.
Oh shit, okay, so it says, somebody asked if it was based on a true story. It says no, the movie Blink Twice is not based on a true story, but was inspired by Zoe Kravitz's experience as a woman in Hollywood.
All right, when a tech billionaire Slater King meets cocktail waitress Frida at his fundraising gala, he invites her to join him and his friends on a dream vacation on his private island. As strange things start to happen, Frida questions her reality. All right, your description in that still, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, it was wild. But then I'm like, yo, this is based off what she's seen. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
And I'm like, that's what got me. And I was like, oh, she was around for some shit.
She might get herself killed.
Ah,
Dun, dun.
I think Liddy might step in and do a Superman thing on that joint.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Lisa Bonet will put her on the ground somewhere.
These people all be
Alright.
getting themselves killed if they're not careful. In the world that has apparently been
I mean,
going on over there with the
like,
blackmail and all the fucking
People are talking
stuff.
about because last night was one of National Geographic's like Welcome to Planet Earth type shit. Another one of them came out or whatever on ABC or NBC,
with your boy Tom,
with
Hanks.
and they're like, people are like, I'm not gonna watch that because that motherfucker was on. I don't know. I don't know if he was. I watched Castaway yesterday. You know what I mean? I still like Castaway.
Well, you know, you were
You know what I'm
saying something about Captain America, and I saw something that said that apparently the dude said something not so positive about America, so all the Americanites are like, fuck that guy.
He said the same shit that was written in the comic book. He said exactly what was written in the comic book.
No, I'm talking about in his personal life.
I know. He said what was said in the comic book. He actually said it out loud, and people got butthurt.
What did he say?
He said Captain America, he believes that Captain America is the embodiment of everything good, like, you know, basically not be a dick. But he says, I don't think that America should be one of those things he should represent. And people are like, oh my God, But if you follow the comic, this is what gets me with people. They are mad at a fictional character being a certain way, because in the Captain America books, in all his comics, Captain America does not ride with the decisions that American government does. He has always been the person like, no, y'all are fucked up.
Well, because wasn't that what Civil War was about?
Exactly. Yeah.
He was on the side of real freedom.
Yes.
Right.
And that's what Anthony Mackie was trying to tell these motherfuckers, but people were like, no, you're wrong. Captain America is America, baby. America.
Yeah.
Like,
nuance is not something anybody should try to dabble with, especially
the shit that gets
unlike
me
some
is
bad
like,
shit. I mean,
you're upset over a fictional fucking character.
that is very amusing to me.
That's the thing that gets me like, oh,
People
you're
are like,
upset?
anti-American comments from who? Captain America. Next on the news.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like,
Tune in and we'll tell you all about Captain America. The actor playing Captain America said something that we can misconstrue.
make it make sense. You know what I mean? Like, this is what you're mad about? You're upset because this guy said some shit that most people are actually thinking?
Well, there's been a lot of nonsense. A whole lot of nonsense.
It's so much shit now that it's like I tune it out now because
You're not paying attention.
I can't deal with. I mean, I look to see what's going on, and then I go on about my day. You know what I mean? Like the people, like I said, the people that were in the post office talking about the CPAP joint, and the dude was ranting and raving about all the shit going on in that motherfucker, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even feel like hearing this. I can't sit here and listen to this guy rant about what happened at CPAP and what went wrong at CPAP. CPAC, whatever the fuck it was.
CPAP's like a breathing machine for sleepers.
Yeah, so what did I say? CPAC?
You said CPAP, so CPAC would be Political Action Committee.
Yeah, that's that shit. And he was talking all about that shit, and I was just like, you know what? I don't feel like hearing this shit today. I don't. It's getting on my nerves. I'm getting such a headache over it. You know what I mean? Like, people are gonna be upset. You're gonna be upset, and people are gonna be. It's just like how the Trumpers were when fucking Biden won. It was 4 years of, oh, he stole the election. Now we're gonna go into this shit here with the fucking Elon and the whole fucking Doge shit. You can't do shit with this motherfucker right now. There's nothing that you or I can do to stop whatever's happening. You know what I mean? These fuckers are gonna go in here. Now, granted, am I with finding out where the fucking problems are with the government? Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. But I do think there's a way to go about it, and I think that the way they're going about it is fucking ignorant, because you're saying, okay, we're cutting you, y'all out this motherfucker, fuck y'all. Instead of going through, okay, what does this department do, and what is their wasting money on? And then, all right, we're wasting money here in this department, we're going to go ahead and get rid of that, but we need this here, and we're going to keep this and run this better. You know what I mean?
I think that the intent is to cut as much as possible and then build back whatever is obviously needed. Like, you know, because I've heard about this or that where somebody got let go and then they brought them right back. And
well, see, that's it. They're having problems bringing motherfuckers back. And if it was me, and I'm one of the motherfuckers that got cut on this massive sweep, and they're like, oh, we need you back. Oh, you gonna pay me double then, bitch. We gonna come out with some shit.
The thing is that the cuts are needed.
Oh, I get it. The cuts are needed.
All the stuff that you hear about, it's all like, well, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. These are the gross expenditures of taxpayer dollars that I've been talking about from the jump.
But see, I'm not disagreeing with the cuts being needed. I'm disagreeing with how they're fucking going about doing it, because I think there's a better way at, instead of saying, let's get rid of this whole department right now. You know?
Right. You would rather analyze things and then let people go 6 months from now,
Like, all right, I done went
as
through
opposed
this,
to right now.
I done went through this. I see where our problem is, and this is how we're gonna take care of this problem. But we need these motherfuckers over here. So I need to keep these motherfuckers over here.
Yeah, to me,
Instead of
it's
saying
a little bit aggressive, which is, I think, what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That
because
it's like you're cutting a lot when maybe you need to like take a moment to analyze what should and
Yeah.
shouldn't be cut, and then cut.
do it a smarter way in my mind.
See, like that's entirely reasonable. But like you said, it's not going to change anything. But like that's a really reasonable stance to have, because it's like, of course, something should be done about a lot of what you hear about.
Absolutely.
Like there's many valid things that people go, that's a ridiculous expense right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't want my dollars doing that either.
Exactly.
Like, I'm all for a lot of stuff, but nothing of what's been said have I been like, oh yeah, I'm for that.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Like
that.
everything that gets highlighted, I'm like, yeah, I'd really rather not. How
Yeah.
about you give me that money? How about you give that money to Flint, Michigan's water system? How about you
Exactly.
rebuild Hawaii
How
or the
about we-
Carolinas?
yes.
Or fucking,
So, see,
how
yeah.
about we use that money here for our people?
See, we can run this motherfucker with no problem.
Right.
We can do this shit.
Yeah.
We can do this. We got this. Elon and Trump ain't got shit on us. What's wrong with you, G? You the press secretary, motherfucker. You right there with us.
God damn it, I can hear it now.
God damn right, dude.
We got this shit. We gonna hold the fuck down.
Yeah.
Coming at you.
Uh-huh. Can you see us walking on stage down here? Yeah.
No, what I can see here in about 2 weeks is the old lady sitting right over there telling you retarded for the statement you just made is what I can see right now.
Which statement would he be called retarded for?
I'm saying that we got
We got this shit. We can
Oh
run
yeah, well we made a lot of progress right there. We just made a lot
y'all
of
saw the
progress.
world right there, right here on the couch right there. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, man,
Fucking
all I
A,
need is
man.
half the conspiracy couch to be on my side, and we can usually make some progress.
Ford effing Ranger, baby. Ford effing Ranger. Ford effing Ranger.
Oh, shit.
God damn
Yeah.
it. Shit ain't right.
And the world ain't, man. This is what we're trying
Yeah,
to
the
fix.
world is definitely
Yeah, it's
not
the
right.
world's fault. You
It
right.
is. The world helped create this motherfucker right here on this couch with you, brother. My experiences in the world and the shit that I view in the world has created this monster right here, man.
This is self-manifestation.
Yeah. It's too much for
He's
you.
like ready to, like, if we were at a bar, if we were at like a cafe, he would have
Yeah,
gotten up and left.
he wants to tag.
He'd have put his cup of coffee
Yeah.
down, and he'd have dropped like $1.50 or whatever, and he'd have got up and left. He'd have just been sitting there
Yeah.
having a cup of coffee.
I'll be smoking a joint out front, waiting on y'all to finish. What the fuck y'all are doing? God damn it.
Then he would literally be high enough to not remember what we were talking about.
Not at all.
When we came out, he'd be like, what's going on? I'd be like, you good? Oh yeah, I don't even know what y'all are
Well,
talking
yeah,
about.
y'all was saying something there. I had to get up and leave.
I came out here, baked this thing down, and now we got to
Which
get out
one
of
was it? I don't know, but y'all said something that made me get up. Oh, man, the Jew. Oh, Andy Jufrey. Oh, tall drink of water right Oh, man. Yo, I never thought Andy would be a good one, but Andy's a good one. Not gonna lie.
The Andy Dufresne is
Andy is a good one,
pretty
brother.
amazing.
That's going into the lexicon of shit.
And there's no other Andys that I could think of, really.
Nah. That would roll with it. That Andy Dufresne is like perfect right
Yeah,
there.
Andy Dufresne is amazing.
You alright, man?
Oh yeah. I'm just listening to y'all motherfuckers.
We're solving the world's problems over here, Mike.
Still doing it.
And somebody got to, man, because these motherfuckers that are doing it, they ain't doing it. Cause I seen Elon's, what, this 13 baby mama? It's a baby mama.
He got a lot of baby mamas.
He's got a lot of babies.
13?
He's
He's got a lot of
13
babies.
kids,
He's
yeah.
got like 13
God
kids. or something.
damn.
Well, he got the money to just be dropping babies and bitches.
They have to talk to 13 fucking people?
I don't think he talks to him.
I hope not. That's
I don't even
God
like, how do
damn.
you fuck Elon? Because, man, he's all about equations and shit. You know what I'm saying? And He's got that, what is it, Asperger's? What do they say is wrong with him? He's retarded.
He got a bit of autism or something going on.
He got something.
There's something a bit off with him, but I mean,
in all honesty,
I think he's just an alien.
I don't even think he has autism and shit. Like, I don't think he's on. I think he's been locked in some kind of room like this motherfucker was for a lot of his
He
life.
was locked in a fucking spaceship by himself for like 16 centuries or something and landed on our planet 30 years ago and has been killing it ever since.
He's been locked up into
Something like that. He just showed up. Oh, this will do. I'll build a rocket ship and I'll go home one day.
But I think his latest baby mama's trying to get full custody of their kid, and something with the oldest baby mama. I think it might be Equation's mama. I don't know.
Yeah, the equation.
Yeah.
You know, the tail sign or whatever for a plane.
I don't fucking know what it is, but I bet you.
I have no idea how to say it or whatever, but I'm aware.
The only motherfucker that I think that bitch could be with is the bitch that solves his motherfucking equation. If the bitch can solve his equation, that's the bitch that he's gonna have to marry.
There's nobody like that, though. Although maybe there is. I don't know.
There could be somebody out here that's gonna solve that motherfucking shit. Whether it be a he or she, we is yet to find
No, it's
out.
a they from another planet, just like he is.
So would that be an it then?
It could be a them, but, I guess it could be an
Yeah,
it.
it should be an it.
It would depend,
right?
because it could be any number of things that aren't
Because
like.
we wouldn't know what it is, so
Well, but
we
like-
couldn't say a they, them. It had to be an it.
Right, whatever from outer space, whatever sort of alien creature,
It would have to be an it.
it would be an it because we can't necessarily designate its,
Yeah.
it'd be non-binary per se.
Wasn't sure what you had. What do you got down there? Because we don't know what the fuck it is.
Well, like, right, what is it with
What
it?
does it do?
What does it have?
Yeah.
It could be a lot.
It
What y'all
can be
speak
a-
on? It could be anything, bro.
Precisely my point. You can't categorize these things.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
So not even non-binary because you don't know what it is.
That's right.
So it has to be an it.
I can't think of what the term would be.
Exactly like what the fuck it is y'all talking about. Yeah.
Exactly the point.
Trying to figure the fuck out.
We don't know what it is.
Oh, wait a minute. We done lost him. Well, he gone.
Y'all ain't saying shit. Y'all just saying it. Y'all just trying to figure it out. God damn. People turn the fuck off. They're like, these motherfuckers is alright.
Me and this motherfucker, we were able to follow the conversation.
We 38, 30, yeah, alright. Yeah. Yeah, he ain't playing the G song, he ain't listening to shit anymore. Alright.
This motherfucker completely lost where we was at. We knew where we were. You just didn't know where we was at.
Y'all was it. That's it. Y'all was it. That's it.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what.
Damn it.
Oh my God.
Y'all are some fucking stoners, man. Y'all fucking high, man. Y'all fucking high. Damn it. I told you was gonna get fucked up, Mike. Yeah, listen. Breathing too heavy.
Breathing too deep. You look at
You got your wide nose and all that.
Some wide nosing.
Yeah.
Told you, man, I had my shroom drink.
Yeah, and your juice.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
Yeah.
the juice, man.
Yeah.
I had the juice and the
that man is
Orenthal.
on the juice.
Damn it.
Mike's juice is loose.
Oh, you know there's a new documentary on him, too. I'm going to have to watch that. See what's
Nice.
going on with old Orenthal.
I don't know, dude. I watched some. I think it's what it is. I think you'll love it. I watched like 10 minutes of it, and it was like it was serious, dude. Like they were showing photos and talking about like where they found the murder victims and shit. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like it's like a whole walk through the crime scene and shit.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah.
My sister asked me had I seen it yet. I was like, nah, I ain't got a chance to watch that Joker yet.
Yeah, I watched a bit of it.
I saw it on, I think it was on Netflix or something.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, so I'd take a look, see what they're working with. Like me a good old documentary.
It's pretty documentary, man. It's
Or a docu-series, whatever they want
Yeah.
to call it. I'm always with all those, see what's popping, see what's happening. Because they got the one joint about, what's that bitch? The bitch and her boyfriend that got lost on a hike or some shit
And
like
they hung
that.
out in the cave, and then they were on Oprah.
Yeah, or some. No, I thought she killed him.
No, oh well, I don't know. There was an episode where Doogie played them in a made-for-TV movie, where like this husband and wife got
Nah,
lost
this
in the
wasn't a husband
desert.
and wife. This was a couple, and they had like the girl was always extra. Like my sister was like after she saw it, she's like, I think the bitch had something to do with a lot of it because she was extra and everything. Like the dude was just like had enough. You could see it in his face.
Oh no, you mean the couple that was like out there hiking out west? And the
Yeah.
cops had pulled them over.
Yeah, that one.
The blonde girl.
Yep,
and
yep.
the dude
that
killed
one.
him, and then he went back to Florida or whatever, and like snuck out of the house.
Uh-huh.
And then he was out camping, and they found him dead or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
So you watched a documentary about that?
Nah, I haven't yet, but that's out too. And my sister was like, man, you can see in those videos that the dude was just had enough of her. Like you can see in his face, like he was every time she was talking, you can look at him and be like, all right, this bitch is too much.
You got to get yourself clear. That's the reason you can't go to a middle of nowhere with somebody like that
Yeah.
without being like
Not
real,
side-eyeing like that.
without being real into them.
Nah.
You got to be real into them, motherfucker. If you're gonna be out riding around in a car together across the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
like you got to really like that person,
Not only like you gotta know who you
or
dealing with.
be like you and I are driving to San Francisco and we are not coming back. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this isn't gonna be some like we're out here just like hopping from this spot to that spot. That shit makes you crazy. The way these people go out, they're just probably out there looking for a place to camp. That was probably what they were up to.
Hoboing life.
Yeah, just hoboing it.
Yeah, I ain't
Once
seen
you're
that.
tired of your hobo wife, you got to move on.
Yeah, because it's just you and her.
Yeah, you got to move on
That's
from
it.
that hobo wife. You got to go. All right, look at here. I'm on my way.
He said I'm on my way.
here's a ticket. Here's $100. This is Greyhound Station.
Yep.
see
You
you
hop
later.
on the bus.
I'm
You
out.
go wherever you're gonna go. I gotta go where I gotta go.
I gotta
don't
go
know
where I
I'm
can make
going.
it. I got to go.
But like, now that you think about that shit, like you gotta be. This is me and you, no matter what kind of situation.
Right. You got to be
You gotta
ride or
do
die with
that.
somebody if you're going to be out there riding around a goddamn
That's that Bonnie
RV.
and Clyde shit, that
Yeah.
Thelma Louise shit,
Right.
drive off into the Grand Canyon shit. with
Let's
each
just
other.
keep riding.
That shit there.
Do you know what's funny? I've never actually watched the end of that movie, but I've seen it because of Wayne's World.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
spoofed that at the end of Wayne's World, and I'm like, "Pfft, I've seen enough.
Shit, they do it in Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. When Pee Wee's riding with the ex-con and they jump into go over the canyon in the fucking convertible. They do it in that, shit.
But that was before Thelma and Louise. Pee-wee's Big Adventure came out before Thelma and Louise.
Did it? Oh, shit.
Like Wayne's World is like a true, like spoof.
Yeah, Wayne's World, but Pee Wee did that too. Run off a cliff, I remember that. But
Yeah.
Wayne's World, they was dressed like fucking Bonnie and Clyde there, I believe.
No, it was Thelma and Louise, and they were
Thelma and Louise,
they
yeah.
were in the convertible version
Yeah.
of their car.
The blue, there's always the blue jump.
With the yellow and
Yeah.
red flames on it. That was dope.
Yeah, they're fucking 6 years apart. Pee Wee and Thelma and Louise.
Maybe Thelma and Louise were giving an homage to Pee Wee.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
you know what? It's
Pee Wee's on the
possible.
Epstein list.
Pee Wee might be on the
I
Epstein
don't know
list.
if Pee Wee's on the
but
Epstein list.
Pee Wee's shit was fucked up in real life. He didn't need the Epstein list to be fucking his shit
Yeah,
up.
he just had his dick out in a porn
He was
theater.
at the gay theater jerking off like dudes do at the gay theater. And they like busted him, but like I swear to God, I heard that he was a left-handed guy jerking off, and Pee Wee was right-handed or some shit like that. That the cop observed the guy and he's doing this joint.
Yeah.
Pee Wee's like, nah, I'm jerking off right-handed if I
But
was
I
doing it.
mean, how loud do you have to be in a theater to get arrested for jerking off in a theater that other motherfuckers are in there jerking off?
If
to?
it's a sting operation and cops are just sitting in there waiting for people to start jerking off around them,
Okay.
like, you know, and then you just call it in. I got aisle 1.
But then
I need to come down to aisle
the
1.
cop that's assigned to that shit.
Yeah, that's a terrible job.
Like you are the dude that had to stand around and watch for dicks to come out. Like think about
Or you
that.
just listen.
Nah, he's
All right,
looking.
who is that?
If you're in that job, you're looking.
And that's back in like the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. What no camera?
Yeah,
in there.
there's no like setting
You
up an
look
AI
it.
system to detect when somebody's jerking off in the porn theater.
You're going around like a ticket
They got
attendant.
like a mop bucket guy at a porn theater because you just go, bleh. Like, I mean, it's disgusting.
Because you just ain't spraying Lysol.
It's like
You
part of
got-
the plan. But like that's like spreading duty mist everywhere. You're spreading jerk
It
off
is, yeah.
jizz everywhere.
Yeah,
you know?
you got sploosh every all over.
I mean, you'd have to be
everything.
changing that mop bucket water and the mop head
man, yeah.
on a regular basis.
He came through shaking his head. I wish he was on the couch for that shit. You hear me there? You hear me there? Yeah, because that's just nasty fucking water.
So, plain mop water, head shit, whatever the fuck you dumbass was just talking about. Pee Wee Herman was, it was a gay theater?
I think so. That's what I've heard.
Alright, so the question is, how big was that dude's dick
What?
in the film to make that man jerk off like that? Or was the butt sex that great? You know what I mean? What?
That's what you're concerned with. Was how big the dick is in the motherfucker, or how big the butt sex
That's
was.
the only way I can come to the conclusion of a grown man pulling his dick out and starting to jerk off in a gay flick.
God damn it.
Look, if you're gay and you go to a gay porno,
Pee-wee
I
was gay,
presume
though?
you would get turned on. I mean, he went to the gay
Or was he
porn
bi?
theater. Who knows, dude? He's probably all over the place.
Oh my God. This
He's probably
motherfucker.
letting it fly.
It's literally
Yeah.
splooshing everywhere.
He was like,
Well, yeah, he's Freemason all over the world if he's out there just whipping out where probably like a 3:30 matinee, you know what I mean, on Thursday. You know?
exactly.
Just dig out.
God damn, the janitor, the cop, everybody has some fucked up positions in that place, man. Because if you just sell the tickets, you ain't got to worry about that. But if you the guy that got to clean up, like you got popcorn and shit,
If you're the popcorn person and you're just handing out extra napkins the whole time,
or butter,
like, here goes like a 12-pack of napkins. These are the thick ones.
I want a small popcorn, but I want a bunch of butter. A lot of butter. That good movie butter.
It's disgusting. Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we're going to have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends show to a close. I'd like to thank you so very much for listening.
How big was the dick?
We'd like to encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new episodes. The Jew mentioned a Jew song, so we'll play a Jew Unit song, and we're going to make a Jew Unit song too.
Just questions. You know, just questions.
The butt sex must be real good. Oh man, just splooshing all over the place. God damn it, I gotta clean that up again.
I mean, what's foreplay? You over here flicking that man's nipple? I don't know about that.
Jesus Christ, man. All right, I think that most appropriate right now would be All That She Wants for the Jew. Jew did a couple of versions of All She Wants. This is going to be
Ace
the...
of Base, I think, right?
Yeah, this
I
is
don't
going to
think
be
I've heard this one.
This is going to be the newer one. Well, they're about a year apart, and they're both like 10 years old. So, yeah, I'm going to play the one from September 29th, 2014. And don't forget, we love you very
Love
much.
y'all.
We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Gone.
Oh yeah, let's try this again. I think we're gonna take a little take on this. There's a white girl standing over there. She been looking so lonely. Crawled right on and slid over there and said, "Let me give you my phone number. You can call me on a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. 'Cause I ain't got nothing lined up. Holla at me. Maybe we could go get some drink. All that she wants is another white girl." Damn it. Damn it. I think I'm fucking short on that jump. Here we go. All that she wants is another baby, but I got my nuts snipped out. And she wants is another baby. Sorry about it. All that she wants is another baby, but I got my nuts snipped out. And she wants. Sorry about that, baby. Whoa. All that she wants is another baby, but I got my nuts snipped out. And she wants is another baby. Sorry about that. You ain't bass is going down the fucking studio. Y'all motherfuckers never know what they gonna give it you. You didn't get the motherfucking mic. When the motherfuckers you didn't step on motherfucking microphone. Y'all motherfuckers don't even know what they gonna fucking be. Motherfuckers got a brain like